Then we learned about the pseudocode. So pseudocode is we call it is a mix of English and formatting to make the steps in an algorithm explicit. So it is similar like a code, but it is a pseudocode. So it's a mixture of English and the programming. So here is we listed an example of a pseudocode. Okay, so it is exactly the English sentence for us to understand, but it has some such kind of representation is like the coding we use while to represent the repetition loop, right? So while this condition is satisfied, then do the followings, and then check this again and do the followings until this condition is not satisfied. Then go out step this loop. This is a while loop in the pseudocode viewpoint. So the pseudocode is a way of expressing the algorithm that uses a mixture of English graphics and indentation to make the steps in the solution explicit. There are no grammar rules. Okay, this is very important that there are no grammar rules in the pseudocode. You just express the algorithm in your own way. And the pseudocode is not case sensitive. Okay, it's not case sensitive. So this is just an example like what is this 19 in base 8, and you convert, that means convert the 93 in decimal to a number in an octal. So we use this division approach. It can be described in this. And if you read this one step by one step, you will get this process. What we are not going to get in this in very detail. You can check this after class by yourself, one step by one step. This is also similar way to represent this one. So you can find it can be represented in this English sentence or in this kind of representation, and it can also be such kind of representation. This is much more detailed. We define some variables, and then each variables are updated at each step, and do some calculations. Then these variables are updated until finally the answer can be obtained. Okay, but the process is similar like this, but in a different expression viewpoints. So to accomplish this task, this process, we can write a pseudocode for this process. So like in this way, okay. So including some read and write and set and do some loop, do a loop, which is similar like here, okay, do a loop. And finally, you will obtain the answer is. Okay, so you may find in this pseudocode representation, we have some functionalities. Okay, so first, like we said, we have some variables. It's like this, we have some variables. So we can define some variables to store some values. Okay, so the variables are the names of places to store some values. For example, these in this example. And then we need to assign, right? Assign some values to some variable, or assign some expressions to some variable. So that is, assignment is to store the value of an expression into a variable. For example, we directly assign this number to this variable, or we assign this calculation formula to this variable, represents the results of this calculation. So we can use different formats, okay? And then include the output and input, okay? We have some output and input. So like we use write or print, we use get or read for this output and input. So that is, we print a value on the output, or we get the value from outside and store them into the variables. It's like here we write or print and read, okay, or get. Okay, we can use different. ones to represent the input and output in the pseudocode. And about the repetition rate, we said here we use while loop to represent the repetition. And here to include what the condition is. The condition is. So it would be whether the count is smaller than 10. So it is a question, it's a decision. Okay, so this is how we write the pseudocode for the selection. We use like if. Okay, to do this, make a choice to execute or skip some statement, or not only one statement, it could be a group of statements. So for example, firstly, we read a number, and you will give a number to some variable, give a number to this number variable, and then you check if whether this number is smaller than 0. If it is smaller than 0, then you write the number plus is less than 0. That is, for example, we read a number -7. Then if number is smaller than 0, so we check it is smaller than 0, then we execute this one. So write the number -10, -7, and plus is less than 0. So in this sentence, between this command will be printed directly. Okay, the words directly here. So this is this one, and this is directly. So the output would be -7 is less than 0. Okay, so it is similar. You can check this variable, then you can do this a group of statements. Okay, so you may write this in the real coding, but in the pseudocode you just write in this kind of format. It is also okay. So about the selection, it can choose to execute one statement or another statement. Okay, or it means if this decision is okay, then it process else if, that means if this is not satisfied, then it go to here, else. Okay, so else, then it is follow with another decision. Among this else area, if this condition is satisfied, then do this one. Then else, okay, the left condition would be this one. So that this would be so it firstly determine age is smaller than 12. If it is yes, then write this sentence, we call the 1. Okay, we write 1. We do process this 1 sentences. Okay, if no, okay, it goes here. Then we check another age is smaller than 65. Okay, if this is, then you go to this second process. Otherwise, it go to the third process. Okay, so you will have a flow chart like this, and each time you just follow this flow chart, whether it is smaller than 12, if yes, go here, if no, go here, so that you just verify different conditions to go to different branches. So this is a pseudocode for the selection. We use a format like if and a condition, and else if and else for this representation. This is a pseudocode example to read in pairs of positive numbers and print each pair in order, and it's also a loop. If it is not done, then we write blah, 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 blah. And finally, when this loop has been done, we print them in order.